Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Tonka C. Now today we're going to be talking of why have I not been uploading videos more often. And the reason is, well, there's a lot of reasons. Personal issues and things that have been happening and things that I've done that it lead to not having time or the budget to do more videos, more content, more unboxing and stuff like that. Now, with that said, it's not going to be the end. It will never be the end. Only when I do a video saying this is the end, that will be the end. But at the moment, no, that's not the case. I will not stop doing videos because I enjoy doing videos. I enjoy bringing the products to you to show you what they are capable and of what they are not. So, now, recently I have quit my job. So that kind of took a big impact on income. The reason for that was, well, there was plenty of reasons. But the mainly one was that I was doing so many hours through the day, I was barely seeing my kids. And not so much a problem with the oldest one, which is 10 now, but the youngest one was a problem. Because I will get home and possibly just see him for an hour or half an hour. And some cases I will not see them for days. And that caused a problem with the little one. She kind of looked at me like a stranger. As a parent, and anyone that is a parent will know that kind of hurts, especially when it's your kids, you know. So that was one of the reasons I quit my job, is so I could spend more time with my daughter and with my son as well. The other reason was that, you know, I've been working in that place for 10 years. And in those 10 years, I've seen so many people coming in and quitting their jobs. And this was people that are getting a higher position, than I was. I was basically a casual worker that could do pretty much everything else, but don't say that to anyone. And that was the thing. I was there for 10 years. I've seen, five, in those 10 years, I've seen five operating managers. And yeah, the other thing was that no one really wanted to give me an increase or a position within the company. Basically, they just wanted me to be a casual worker, which it was funny. I got a casual contract, but I was doing full-time job. I was doing nearly 60 to 70 hours a week. There was weeks that I was doing 90, believe it or not. And there was a time that I actually complained about me doing so many hours, but if I was not doing those hours, who would fucking do the job? You know, who would continue what was needed to do? The thing was that there was not a lot of people capable of doing the things I would do. I could run that place with my eyes shut. Honestly, that's how much I knew about that job in those 10 years, but no one really wanted to give me a position. So that was another reason I quit. And saying that, that kind of had an impact on my income. Not in the family income, but my income. Because at that time, my girlfriend, she was doing part-time job. And funny enough, she used to earn more or equivalent to me doing those 60 to 70 hours a week and on a part-time job. So now with me being at home, looking after the kids, uh, spending more time with my kids, which was the main reason, she managed to get more hours in her job, which is fantastic for her because now she can basically support us. But I don't want to be going to my missus and say, "Oh, can you buy me that, please?" No, I need my own income for really. This is the most awkward time for a freaking ice cream van. Okay, stop it. So, saying that, I sold a few of my cars. I've sold my DBXL, I don't own that anymore. I've sold my Black Widow, I don't own that, which is my Gmail R1. Sold my Arma Raider. And yeah, and my cage, but the cage is actually very close, so we can still see that one going in on some videos. The other thing which I've done is basically I've created a Patreon page or thing, you know, a Patreon. So people could support me on something for the channel. The Patreon is just for the channel, there's nothing more. It's just to keep me going with more projects, maybe some unboxing and maybe some giving aways, because if Patreon actually works out, I don't want to be taking that money and not give something back. I want to give something back, you know. So yeah, this video is basically about what has been happening and what I've been up to. And yes, it's a bit complicated, to say the least. But that's it, boys and girls. Now, I've been working on something. There was a video about it that I put up, just one video. And I did say on that video that this project was going to take a lot of time. And it has taken a lot of time. But it's nearly finished-ish. I spent the last 2 weeks working on that project. I've not made a video of it because what I was doing is basically sanding and hammering. And if you guys wonder what I'm talking about that bad boy just over there. We'll go closer to it in a minute. Because yeah, it's a Tonka Winnebago Indian, so it's a nice truck. It's got its history and all of that stuff that you can search on Google, and all of that stuff is quite an interesting thing to read about it. Now, what I've been doing to it, I've been sanding it and hammering it. Why I've been hammering it? Because when I cut it, some of the panels were not straight. The front, especially the front, it looked like it'd been in an accident. It was all bent, very badly bent. So I managed to straighten up as much as I could, considering this is a soft metal. It's not a hard metal. It kind of is, in a way, it works better because if it bends, it's easier to straighten up again. But there is its cons. Like if you're gonna sand down, like I had to take the paint off, you need to be careful because it's soft metal, and any kind of hard sandpaper, it will kind of put grooves on the metal. Been doing it for the last 2 weeks. That's how long it has taken me to actually bring that to bare metal, and just being very careful with it. So let's look at that. And so there it goes. That's what I've been up to for the last 2 weeks. I've done the inside. I've just given a paint a black, which is this one. This is a very good paint, and there's more to be done to it. There's a lot to be done. Now there's a few things that I would like to add to it, and that would be like a front bumper. This is the original front bumper. Actually, you know, I was telling you about hammering down this. If you look, see, it's just there. See that bend? That is the bend that was in the front of that truck. And after straightening it up, that kind of just doesn't flush anymore. But what I'll do is try to put in boiling water, because this is rubber. So I'll put in boiling water and try straighten up as much as I can. Now, this thing has been nice to work on, but it's been possibly, it is the most expensive project that I've been on. So if I was to get the money back that I spent on this, I could buy another one of those. I'm not kidding you. Could buy another one of those, or even one of those, and even keep some extra money. This at the moment is sitting about £300 easily, and it's not even finished. Well, what have I done to it? Well, if you guys notice on my first video about it, you realize I bought a complete new truck to use on this. So let's go through prices. The Tonka itself, this was £75 including postage. The chassis that I'm using, that was £150 new. I bought the FTX Outback 1, not the 2, the 1. Why did I win with the 1? Because the 1 had the axles are slightly narrower, so they fit underneath this truck, this chassis, very nicely. Does not stick out with like most builds I've seen do. and I don't want that. I want it to stay underneath the truck the way it should be, and I don't want it very high up. So having a center motor would be a big no-no. So what I've done was, when I purchased a planetary gearbox, just there, which was £40, 45, something like that. And then a transfer case in the center. You cannot see it because it's underneath. You will not be able to see it from here as well. That was £32. And then I had to buy the new drive shafts, new simple drive shafts, because the original ones that came with this would not be long enough to fit on this. So that's a lot of money for something that is not finished yet, but I'm not complaining. I knew that was going to be expensive. It was going to turn into a bit of an expensive project, considering I did not have the chassis. I had to go and buy specific chassis for this. Now, windows. The original windows, I don't know. This is the front windshield. As you can see, is pretty badly damaged. And it's got that yellow color that I don't understand. I thought maybe that was just like dirt and maybe been in a smokehouse or something. And I tried to wash it, but nothing was happening. I think this is the actual color of the glass, let's say. And to be honest, I don't like it. It will just look a bit crap. Even if I was to clean it as much as possible, take the excess paint and all of that stuff, I still think it would not work for me. So I'm gonna have to build new ones. And saying that, see how there's this lip here before the windshield is like a, honestly, those things feel like a ruler. You know those clear rulers that you get? That's what it feels like. So basically I have a massive one going all the way through. It slides through here and it would stay there. But I think I'm going to change that. And what I'll do is possibly cut this off, straighten this as much as I can, and then just put the windshield or the glass or whatever just onto it, and just glue it there and make it more realistic. I know it looks, I know what you guys thinking, oh, keep it that way, keep it just bare metal. Yes, I wanted to, I really wanted to, but the problem is I don't have the tools to make that, to create that, you know. It needed to be sanded down perfectly and then polished and all of that stuff, and I just don't have the tools, and I cannot go and buy more tools. And the other thing that I was, after putting everything together, I figured I was, you know, the big roof, yeah, that is just kind of then not really match. When I put it on, it just looked odd. It just didn't really look that pretty. I could paint it to match the scheme of this, but then again, that is more money into this truck, and I still have a lot of other things to do. Now, one thing I wanted to do, and well, I did. I want to change the bumpers. So originally I was going to just use the original bumpers, and done. But like everything else, we always have to change things. So this is just a sketch. It's not the final product. The final product is actually slightly different from this, and it's not going to be that color. But what I'm going to do is, I'm still going to use original bumpers and stick it on the front of that, and keep that rail on the front as well. And what I also did was a ladder for the back, so you can actually reach the roof. Not that we need to, but and that's my plan for now. That is pretty much it. I hope you guys understand what I've been talking about, and yeah, it don't give me too much grief. Now, if you guys got any ideas for this, hit me up. Don't be shy. Just tell me what I should do or should not do. Because my head is just overwhelmed with stuff. Not only I've been doing this and other stuff, and I've been trying to learn how to use my 3D printer, and which is just sitting over there. I'll give you a closer look. I printed that. I like that. Like my alien. Looks cool. I didn't make that, by the way. I built it, but it was taken out of Thingiverse, which is a web page where you go. A lot of people put their stuff in there that they build, and then you can use it, which is a fantastic thing. Now, I think I'm going to end the video just here, guys. Well, one more thing. I keep forgetting about this. I have a Facebook page, a Tonka Facebook page, which I keep forgetting to mention, and I keep forgetting to put a link on the videos. But yeah, I do have a Facebook page. It's called Tonka. You guys can go there and see some of the stuff that will not be on YouTube, because, well, I don't think some of them are quite they're pointless to put on YouTube video, you know. Some of them are just photos and stuff like that. And yeah, so there it goes, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and please share this video and any other video that you see with your friends and everything. That would help me a lot. Okay, thank you very much. See you next time.